welcome to Kman Studio.
Thank you.
You find the place okay?
Yes.
Wow, so great for you to be here. Alright, so let me take you around the studio and to show you some of the things we can do. Now, you already showed me on the phone that you want to lose some weight and get to 50% body fat.
Yeah.
Let you go. It's a good goal, isn't it? Now, looking at you now, you haven't got as far to go as you said on the phone. You're a lot better shape than what you shared with me.
Yeah.
And good
That's
looking.
what it was.
Okay, so let me go through, first of all, just in here, this is our fat burning room.
Okay.
This is where we have all of our cardio equipment. Yeah, so this is the room where we're going to take a bit of body fat off to get down to 50% body fat. So what types of cardio equipment do you like to do? What type of cardio do you enjoy doing?
I don't really enjoy it.
You don't? If we could make it enjoyable, would you want to do it? Yeah, so we'll find a way for you to enjoy it.
Okay.
That sound good?
Sounds good.
But that comes back to making sure you get the right exercises for you. So a lot of that work can be done in there. You also shared a bit on the phone that your boyfriend has been boxing. So you like to do a bit of boxing? Maybe you can shred the fat off doing some boxing. Because we do have, as you can see over here, all our boxing gloves. A lot of our trainers use boxing to get the results that they want. Once you get the body fat off, guess what you have to have? You're going to have that nice, sexy body which I was telling you about. Yeah, that comes back with some of this gym equipment. If you're familiar with doing a bit of strength or toning work, you're not? Okay, so this is where we do the body sculpting. Some of the equipment here, this is, for example, the row exercise, going to work on your shoulders and your back. And you said you wanted nice sculpted shoulders on the phone?
Yeah.
This is the type of machine that's going to do that. Come through here, I'll give you an example. Quite an easy exercise to do. You sit here, feet up here, nice and tight through here, and you just pull in there, and that machine's going to work all those muscles that you're telling me about over the phone. Just have a seat, just get a feel for it.
Okay. Baby weight?
There's your baby weight, yes. Feet up in the platform, and your shoulders back, and just pulling that in there. How's that feel? Where do you feel that?
My arms.
Your arms? At the back?
No.
Are those the muscles that you want to get nice and toned?
Yeah.
All right, so if you did that on a regular basis, you can feel that happening already, right? Yeah. So we're going to spend some time on the right exercises for you. Over here we have what we can all call our legends board.
Yeah.
You look like a legend already, but you're going to be a bigger legend.
Never seen this before.
Well, this is where a lot of our clients who like yourself come to you with some big goals, and when they achieve them, we like to celebrate. Celebrate them. We'd like to either put before and after photos up there, or we can have a before and after of you. You said that you may want to go into a bikini contest.
Yeah.
So we'll put you up there on stage winning the bikini contest.
Pretty sure.
First place, is that it?
Just
So can you see yourself up there?
I'm pretty sure. Maybe.
What colour bikini will you be wearing?
White.
White ones. Okay, so we'll look at putting you up there on the legends board with the other legends. You know, we have one of our clients, Nicola. She's just over in the US at the moment. That's her up there. She's just won the Miss America bikini contest. Yeah, she was like you. She came with us about 12 months ago.
Yeah.
She's been training for about 12 months. So excited with the results, she actually became a trainer herself. And she's won the first contest. And that was her first competition in America. How cool is that?
Yeah, just like that.
She's received a pro card.
Yeah, totally. Would have been
So quite amazing. She came from a corporate background, not totally happy to see, got into training for herself. Got so excited she became a trainer. And now she's up there on our legends board.
Cool.
Yeah, so she can do it, so can you.
Yeah.
Fantastic. When she comes back, I'll get her to I'll get you to meet her. How's that sound? You can relate to it when you're up.
That sounds good.
Over here, we have our refreshment energising corner. And before your training session, sometimes you like some of our trainers have to have a certain drink to boost them up. Maybe a coffee, get the caffeine. Some people like to have a Gatorade. Some people just like to have a nice mineral water. And we also, at the end of your training session, you can have a refreshing re-energise yourself.
Cool.
So what things do you like to drink during the training session?
Water.
Water. I have a water here for you. It's a very special water. I put diet water. Yes. So we'll make sure we have water for you for the training session. And have it after. How do you like to reward yourself after the training session? Cup of tea. Cup of tea. You English, are you? I just came from London. They like a cup of tea over there. hey, the great news, we have 7 different types of tea.
Wow.
Yeah, so we have a range. You may explore some teas. And tea's very good for you as well, which is good. So we'll have a cup of tea there for you after. Sit down and chill and have a cup of tea after a great workout. Might be a bit shaky in the hands from that great workout.
Yeah,
We have over here also what we call a jukebox, which is our, we like to build the atmosphere. You know how you like to train to songs that you love?
Yeah,
Get in the mood, yes. So when you want romance, you have romantic music, but in here we want energy music. So what type of music do you like?
fast beat.
Fast beat music, any particular type of fast beat music? R&B. Okay, so when we get to know each other a bit more, we're going to share a bit of R&B. I'm going to make sure you have your favourite R&B ready, pumped up so you can have a rocking session, drinking your mineral water, achieving your results so you can have your deserving cup of tea. So over time, these machines will build you into the bikini sexy woman that you want to be so it can push you up on the Legends board. Above the pick on baby, huh? You love that? Awesome. So can you see yourself achieving some of your goals here?
Definitely.
You feel comfortable here?
Yeah.
It's really important that you feel, we're a homely group. We want to make sure everyone feels comfy and at home when you walk in here. Not like a stranger.
No, that's cool.
Okay, so how about we come over here and have a sit down and get to know each other a bit more.
Awesome.
And explore some of the goals you want to achieve. That sound good?
Sounds good.
Let's come over here to the corner. What would you like? Have a seat here.
Thank you.
So what do you think about the studio?
It's awesome.
Heck.
Get started.
Well, can't wait to get started. That's a good sign. And can you see yourself achieving your goals here?
Definitely. I've got a good coach, I'll get there.
Good coach?
Yeah.
Well, we'll make sure of that.
Yeah.
And you share with me on the phone that you wanted to basically lose weight, get down to that nice around 50% body fat. So you know a little bit about body fat and all that stuff?
Yeah, my body fat at the moment I'm at 26.7.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so
Wow.
pretty up there.
You already know what's going on.
I know, I want to get it down, trim it off.
What do you need me for? Huh?
Yeah.
Maybe you should train me. What do you reckon? So tell me about your day. What do you do when you're not here? What are the things you like to do? What are some of your passionate things?
My passionate
10 year on, baby.
I do like my dancing. I got out of it for the last 3 years, so I want to get back into it.
You're a dancer?
I like hip hop.
Pop? Hip hop? So that's the type of thing? And how long have you been out of that
For about 3 or 4 years.
for? Yeah?
So I'd like to get back into that.
Yeah. Well, what is it about that you enjoy so much?
I just enjoy dancing and moving, and
Yeah.
that made me feel fit, but I decided just like confidence and got out of it. Yeah.
Okay. So that was the way of exercise, making you feel good about yourself and keep you fit? Yeah, I don't mind a bit of dancing. I'm not very good at it. But I do like to dance as if I was watching. Okay, so that's what you like to do. What do you do now? Yeah, what do you do for a living or
Exercise.
career-wise? Tell me a bit about you.
Well, for the last 5 years, I've been
Turn this music down a bit. I know it's your favourite music. So,
so career-wise, I just started my career in being a licensed exercise professional.
Oh, that sounds cool.
So before that, I was working in the mall 9 till 6 every day.
In the mall? What do you do in the mall? You enjoy that? No?
No, making money for someone else, making money my family.
So you're making quite a few life changes at the moment. Career, changing there, want to become one of my allied health professionals, and you're also making you want to make a change in the physical. Okay, fantastic.
I want to feel fit and healthy when I go to bed instead of fat and unattractive.
Okay, well you're not unattractive even though there's a couple ways we think so. But let's see if we can work in making you think that you're as attractive as what you really are. So what I wanted to do to start with, so I want to get a little bit more about you, but I want you to do me a favour, fill out a little bit of paperwork for me. That's going to give me a bit of a better understanding of where you're at, where you want to go, and most importantly, how I can help you achieve what you want to achieve. Does that sound great? Now, I've got your favourite drink here. share with me? You like the pure, straight water? You're a water girl, huh?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Very healthy water. This is special water. It's called diet water. No calories. How good's that? So that's there for you to have a drink. I'll get you to fill this paperwork out. I've got a pen here for you. I'll leave you alone. Take your time. Just read through it. Fill it out to the best you can. And when you finish, just have a grab of the little magazine here. It goes through all the great stuff that we do here. Studio. Lots of examples of clients just like you who come in here wanting to achieve something special. And that'll give you a bit of insight on some of the great stuff we do here. Okay, so just take your time with that, and I'll leave you alone with your water, and I'll do the studio magazine. Okay. Okay. Oh, look at that. You got a picture of me on that page. It's a nude Kman. Yes. Posing. Yes, my little posing with my Louis Vuitton bag. Yeah, sometimes it's always important to let people know that you practice what you preach. Hey, just keep reading that. I'll have a look at your form here. So you can decide to take your time.
Just about done. Yeah.
Okay, Shawnee. Thank you for filling that out. I've got something cool to share with you. My brother has a name very similar to yours. His name is Sean. You're Shawnee. I can say I never called him Shawnee.
Baywatch.
Really? Baywatch? Which one's Shawnee? One of the girls on there that he obviously took a liking to. He says, oh, she's a bit alright. He says, oh, look at my daughter, she's a bit alright too. I'll call her Shawnee. Maybe, yeah. So I used to call my brother Sean the Prawn. Yeah, but I won't call you that. You're too good looking to be a prawn. It seems to me that you know exactly what you want, which is fantastic. It's going to make our job together a lot easier. So tell me a little bit more about what you want to achieve out of personal training.
I want to come out fitter, stronger. Right now I struggle lifting 50 kg for longer than like 10 sets.
Yep.
So I want to be stronger.
Yep.
And just lose body fat and be lean, toned, and just overall feel sexy about myself.
Feel sexy about yourself, inside and out.
Oh yeah.
All right. So describe to me the perfect you. What would be the perfect you? If you had to describe, obviously not just physically, but mentally, what would be the perfect you? So we look exactly what we're aspiring to become.
I think the perfect me would be not having any fat.
Okay, so you want to be lean?
Yeah, I want to see muscle definition. I want to attract people to me rather than my partner looking elsewhere.
You have a partner?
Yes, I do.
What's his name?
His name's Leon.
Leon? And how long have you been with Leon?
It's for a year now.
A year? Okay. So that's at that stage of past just dating and getting
Getting a bit boring.
boring?
Boring.
I was thinking, serious? Listen, boring for you or him?
A bit of both.
Bit of both? Okay. What would make it unboring?
I'll take my magazine
Exciting.
Okay. So you feel that changing your physique and that will help that? Yeah. You know, I remember my wife talks to lots of women in her career, big groups, and she has this beautiful saying, it may be helpful for you. And she says, ladies, when you're the only naked woman in the room, you're the only naked woman in the room. I reckon Leon doesn't really care. If you're naked in front of him, he does not care. However, your perception is your reality. Okay, so continue. Lean tone, more, maybe you want to, correct me if I'm wrong, you said you want to be more attractive for your partner?
Yeah.
You think that would excite your sex life up a bit?
Yeah, it's my own like mentality. I'm trying to do myself and it comes out. So yeah, it's self-confidence you get it.
Okay.
So I want to get that back.
And when's the last time you had that self-confidence and feeling sexy about yourself?
Maybe like 2 years ago.
What was different then?
I guess I wasn't in a career where I was I was so I didn't really have any life worries.
So you feel that maybe it's not just about physique, it's also other aspects of your career and stress in your life?
I feel fitter now than I ever have, to be honest. I'm already on my way to that. I just want to push
How did you see your body back then?
I was still a little bit chubby, but I didn't think about it as much as I do now. I still had a baby fat.
Okay, so maybe it's more your perception of yourself has changed rather than what has actually changed?
And I started going to the gym like maybe for the last 9 years. Going to the gym, if I don't go to the gym for like a few days, I'm still feeling and not better. So it's definitely actually up to go to the gym 2 days.
You like the gym?
Yeah, well, if I don't go to the gym, I just don't feel good.
Okay.
So it's kind of like something I do to do it.
Well, it's positive addiction anyway. Some people seek alcohol, smoking or drugs as a way to feel good. At least you're doing something which is healthy. It's going to make you feel good as long as it doesn't swallow up your life. Sometimes you can become paranoid about it. You think so? Well, it would be sad if that you don't think highly of yourself because you don't go to the gym. Okay, so you want to get down to, you said 50% body fat, and we'll have a look at that. Feel sexy about yourself, be more attractive to your partner. What are some other whys or reasons why you want to increase confidence? What else is there?
I want to be a good role model for my customers, my clients.
Okay, so when you do become a professional yourself, you want to be a living example of what they want.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. You shared a lot of stuff, a lot of personal stuff too.
Yeah.
Sometimes people don't talk about the why so honestly. And it is. Most people will be like, they want to be feeling better about themselves, feeling sexy for their partner, have better sex, feeling more confidence. So when you have this confidence in your sexy body, where would you like to display it or express it? You know, how would you use this atomic weapon of greatness? How would you use that to improve your life?
I feel confident being naked, being on the beach with a bikini.
Yeah.
I'd love to enter like a bikini contest one day.
Okay, competition?
Yeah, I'd love to do that.
And win it?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic.
That's a goal one day.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, just
on the beach, in the bedroom, within yourself.
Within myself, yeah. Just feel beautiful inside and out.
Well, that's very special.
Yeah,
what a great goal. Yeah, some people go through life and they never really get a hold of that.
Yeah. No, I see that.
You're so young and you say, well, this is what I want. This is who I have to become. And a dream without a timeline, it's not going to happen, is it?
Cool.
So
that's good.
When do you want to be in the position?
I'd love to be in that position in
3 months.
Upper finance.
Okay. So 3 months is quite good.
Just wow,
That's a
good
good chunk of time where you can make quite significant physical changes.
This is an awesome group. Yeah.
Because as you know, it takes time
This guy Josh
to adapt your training to lose the body fat, change your body shape. But what I want to challenge you on is that how do you think about it? Because it's just a thought.
Such a cool guy when she's young.
Body changes may take a bit of time. Whether you think positive or negative, it's almost just flicking the switch. So one of the things we're going to explore is to get you in a position where you really love yourself no matter what. Whether you go to the gym or not go to the gym, whether you're with Leon or not, or whether he's looking at someone else or not. That shouldn't affect how you think about yourself.
Yes, insecurity, I think it is. Eloquent.
And my guess is blow.
I know.
One of the most attractive things about a woman.
Eloquent.
Self-confidence. That is the most attractive thing.
Just strong.
One of the least attractive things over time is your low self-esteem, insecurity. Let me ask you this, would you like to be with a bloke who's jealous and insecure?
Well, they do it. Oh, cool.
What are some of the things you look for in a bloke?
Someone who walks into the room and likes the room and they're confident.
And what up you have to turn your own light switch on. And that itself, as you know, that's what you're trying to. And let me share from God's point of view. Yes, you get all the superficial things, the boobs and the bums. They're possibly the things that initially grab the attention of the bloke. But it's not very long before they start looking beyond the boobies. They start to look at, is this the person that I want to wake up with for the rest of my life? And is this the person? Is this the last person I want to see during the day when I'm sleeping? This is the first person I want to wake up to and see in the morning. And that's not going to be based on percent body fat, boobs and bums. It's going to be based on the person. That's something just you to start to think about. Just we can make the physical changes. If you ever come across a woman, for example, and I'm sure you have, who at school or after school, they're really beautiful physically, but they're really ugly, very ugly personality-wise. Unattractive. Or they're really beautiful and they look beautiful, but they have low self-esteem and they're low self-confidence. Have you seen that? And many times you find that sometimes, without being a big generalist, sometimes they're more beautiful than women for this confidence they have. There's no pressure on them. So the challenge I'm going to throw at you, which we're going to work with bit by bit, is to build your self-esteem. Self-confidence can come and go depending on what people think of you, they say. Self-esteem is what you think of you. And if you like you, what other people think of you is none of your business. So yes, we're going to work on the physical, but I want to change you to psychological, what you think of yourself. What I see is a beautiful young woman. Gloves. Some of the words you use, I don't think.
I did like recovery.
That's what I don't think. So start to look at it. We can change the physical. It's easy. But if you don't change the psychological or what you think of yourself, you're going to go back to what you think of yourself. It's very hard to outperform your own self-image. So, and that's going to sit you up for life. That's going to create a life where you're going to attract great people into your life because you practice. And if you're going to attract extraordinary people into your life, whether they're your sexual partner, your life partner, your friends, you have to become an extraordinary person. And if in better than that, you're an extraordinary person, you're going to have an extraordinary physique for your genetics because that's who you are. You're going to have an extraordinary career, extraordinary friends, extraordinary life. That's how life is going to be. So you came to me to lose weight and turn up, right? And, but how you achieve that, how long you achieve it is going to be based on who you become rather than who you are. So we're going to go through some questions and each week we're looking at your challenges, physical challenges, goal setting challenges. Building setting your values and your values. Because those are the things that physical anyway. Okay. So you share with me what you want and why you want it and how you want it displayed. So 3 months, is there a particular event in 3 months' time that you can attach that, hey, in that particular time I want to be in this position in the physical and obviously develop in the mental as well.
To be honest, I hope that I can reach this goal by the 5th of November, which is my 20th birthday.
20th birthday? Wow, you're no longer a teenager. No longer a teenager.
And I'll be finishing at Max, so I'll be entering into my career.
Yep.
So for them.
So you're going from a girl to a lady? Yes. Amateur to a professional.
Okay, so we'll go.
So that's the 5th of November. So what's it now? We're now beginning of August, September, October, November. What a great goal. What a great goal. Wow. That would be, I think, the greatest birthday that is tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm starting to work on myself.
Yes,
That's why I went for loving myself. Yeah. Instead of caring about everybody else, caring about myself, which I
Is that good?
Yeah.
How great is that?
Yeah.
So, let me ask you, 20th birthday.
So that's a good result. That's what we do. Is it about
I remember my 20th birthday, what, 5 years ago?
we do all of that?
I remember the 21st birthday, that was kind of special. But I should imagine the 5th, this is the 5th of November. Are you going to have any, you going to do anything special? You always make fireworks, do you? Oh really? I didn't know that. We don't have that in Australia. No, we used to have it, but they banned it due to Australia's pretty much so hot dry nature. Yeah, it starts bushfires and stuff like that. But I used to have that when I was in New Guinea. So I was in New Guinea, we used to call it firecracker night. What a way to have a birthday. Yes. So it's the 5th of November. I want you to imagine that you've lost your body fat, you're down to your 15% body fat. You've got that bikini body that you could go into a competition if you choose. And we may explore that later. You feel sexy in your own skin. You want to have sex with a light on. Because I'm really training to like that. You definitely ain't going to be looking at other women. Not when he has this incredible body, but most importantly, incredible personal woman in this life, lady. You're self-confident. You're sexy. You light up a room, you walk in.
Basically what we're going to do.
People look. Men want you, women want to be here. How that make you
feel amazing.
Yeah. Any other words to describe it?
Beautiful, stunning, fabulous. Happy.
Happy with kids. No, it's
Yeah, happy with kids.
I want you to imagine now that 5th of November has come and nothing's changed. So you didn't change your career, you didn't say you're training, there's more people now, how that make you feel?
So we go kids course. So we're going to work every 4 because we want to keep all us engaged.
So if you keep doing what you're doing now, you're going to achieve it. What you want to achieve?
Yeah. Can I find it?
So what do you want me to do? I mean, certainly we've got some great stuff to aim for. Together we
Sounds good.
Awesome.
sure to achieve that. What do you expect from them?
I guess sometimes I lose my drive and motivation, and I don't remember what I'm able
Cool. 747. Had a phone call. Hotline, Kman hotline. Okay, so this is really important. If this is going to work, and it will work, but it will only work if we are very clear on what we expect from each other. I really need to know, this is like a marriage. A marriage, a goal marriage, a dream marriage. Where before you get married, you have to make sure with your partner you know exactly what to expect from each other. Otherwise there's going to be disappointment, there's going to be conflict. We let each other down because we didn't know. There's nothing worse than something I didn't know each other. So for this to work, we have to work out our vows. Vows are what you expect from me, what I expect from you. So I want to document this, so if I don't deliver, you can kick my ass. Sound good? Okay, so you said that you want to be, you said you lose your drive. So you want to be, I guess, a way to continually remind you of the goal. Would that be right? So, and that's regular goal setting sessions. So what else do you expect from me? Yeah, your support. So explain that a bit more in detail. Support is.
Support is when I'm slipping, doing this. as I could be. Achieve a goal, you just do that.
Push along. Push when I feel you slacking off.
And if I run hard and I think I can't, but you know I can, just run that back.
You can train you to your potential without you slacking off. Okay, anything else that you expect from your trainer from customer service point of view, from any other, being on time, being how I present, the words I use, how I motivate you. Yeah, some people like to be, yelled at, some people like to be nurtured.
I think tough love.
You like tough love? That's good.
They're with me, going through it together, I guess.
So like tough love, you like to be pushed. If I push you, do you get defensive? Sometimes I push people and I say, I push, and they push back, they get a bit defensive.
Oh, I don't know.
And they've been pushed back. Sometimes if I give you tough love, how do you normally respond to tough love? Someone says, look,
I don't like being taught what to do.
You don't like to be
I know
told.
this is a good thing. If I focus on what I want to achieve, then I'll keep going. But if I lose it,
so maybe instead of me telling you what to do, I'll remind you of that. I don't like to be told what to do either.
I hope you know I'm going to get you dancing.
But if I'm reminded of what I said I was going to do, then that really goes more. So that goes back to reminding you of your goals. So tough love expressed in the way of continually reminding of yourself of your goal and your commitment. Okay, so that's that. I've got great news because the stuff you share with me here is the stuff I love. Tough love, not soft love. That doesn't work, does it? So yes, I will help you set your goals, remind you of your goals. I'll push you, get something sent out of you. I'll be able to push you by reminding you of why you're doing it. That's what I do. How cool is that? So I'm going to sign this. So what would be if I don't deliver on that? Just say I go soft. Now apart from you sacking me as your trainer, if you were going to give me a second chance, what would be a consequence of me not delivering? So I don't want you to come in here, train with me, walk out disappointed, well, that's not what I expected and that's not what I wanted. So first of all, you need to tell me exactly if I let you down, what would be a consequence. For example, some of my clients, if I don't deliver on my promises, I give the session for free. Other clients, if I don't deliver, I have to give them 100 push-ups. So some people like to hurt me by pain, by muscular pain, and some people like to hurt me by financial pain. And that's okay, because the pain is a motivator. So what would be a consequence? You go, Kerry, Kman didn't deliver, I won't pay, or...
Stand by me every day until I achieve that goal.
Okay. Stand by every day. So if I don't deliver, that means I give you the training session for free. Okay, so if in those 3 months you haven't achieved those goals, I'll train you for free till you achieve it. How does that sound?
That sounds good.
That puts a bit of pressure on me. You know what pressure makes? Diamonds. No pressure, no diamonds. Okay, so I'm going to sign this. Right? I want you to authorise that. So that's my promises to you. You sign that, baby. There you go. Blood. Yes, there we go. Now, that's what I'm prepared to do for you. The more important question, however, I can do this. That's what I do for a professional. The more important question, what are you prepared to do? Hey, marriage works both ways. You're gonna get it at time. What time is that? What's your time?
Hour. 4 days.
4 days a week. And how many times a week of that is going to be repeated to make sure you achieve that goal? Some people send me once a week, some send me twice, some send me 3 times a week. It's going to be up to you.
Or we can do more often.
30 minutes or 1 hour.
session, not the session. It's not the time.
I'd say 45 minutes. For on nights and 4 days.
How many times you like to do it, mate? You're training 4 times a week. You are really serious, eh? How good is that? 4 times a week with myself. What else are you prepared to do? So you're going to train me 4 times a week for those 3 months. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
That's what I call commitment. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed.
I'm thinking about my prepared.
So you're prepared for us to work on a nutrition plan that's going to achieve it?
Straight to the hard bag.
Now I will let you know, I won't make you give up things that you really love, but we may change things around a bit. So you're prepared to follow a nutritional program that we both agree upon for that time frame? Fantastic. So you're going to do the training, you're going to do a nutritional plan, what else? Anything else that you feel that you're ready to commit to make sure this happens?
Just giving my best.
Every time you come in here, you won't loaf off. Okay, fantastic. 100%. Okay. That's what you're all prepared to do. And I think that's pretty good. That's not just pretty good, that's fantastic. Okay, like me, if you don't do that, what's the consequence? Now, if you don't follow the nutritional plan, you don't put 100% or you start cancelling sessions because you get busy with Leon or whatever it might be, chasing games, he's chasing other women, which I'm sure he's not. Why would he?
It's the consequence. I'm not going to get to my goal.
No, you won't.
But the consequence for me will still be feeling insecure. And I guess I have to run 30 minutes on my treadmill.
Okay, so how about, you hate running, so how about if you loaf off, you have to do an extra running session with me. Because you said you hate running. I'll give you a running session. So it's tough love, isn't it? Because in running we actually help you achieve your goal, but it's something that you don't enjoy. That's a form of sort of like a punishment and reward at the same time. So an extra running session, of which you hate, but geez, it will give you results, huh? So it's 2-edged sword. Okay, so I will authorise that as a witness. I do not authorise that so I can hold you accountable to the 5th of November when the fireworks go off.
Yeah.
Now we've got this. I'll get a copy of this to you so you can have it on record. It's written in red, which is like in blood, brother and sister. You used to have blood sisters when you were young? No. We used to have blood brothers, you know. You're supposed to cut our thumb and we're now blood brothers. What things kids do. Okay, so here's the important question. You've obviously been thinking about this for quite some time. And my guess is you probably in the past have taken some action towards achieving this, but it hasn't quite worked, otherwise you wouldn't be here today, is that correct? So what stopped you in the past? You know, what obstacles have stopped you in the past?
I guess the only injury I have is motivation is the biggest thing.
Motivation. Is that because you didn't have anyone to motivate you?
The aging process.
You didn't have training?
I didn't have any support.
Do you have support from Leon?
The body says no. Yeah, but he tends to cook out big meals and it's hard to not eat them.
So he's cooking the big meals for you?
Yeah.
I have this little conspiracy theory. It works both ways. That sometimes when one of my fellow hunter males finds this beautiful woman, the woman deliberately feeds him up to make him a bit chubbier so he's less attractive to the other competition. Maybe Leon is doing the same thing. maybe he's going, look, I have this beautiful woman, and all the other blokes are looking at her, so maybe if I feed her up a bit, she'll probably leave you less likely to well, maybe the intent is good, but maybe the actions aren't so good. Okay, so Leon, even though he supports you, he does tend to like to eat a lot. And you tend to be with him at that feast. So in the past, lack the motivation, you haven't had a trainer there to help you through it. Leon, even though he's been there, maybe some of his habits washed off on you.
Just having the energy of my ass is over the gym.
Funny thing about energy, sometimes you have to express energy to get energy. Give it before you receive it. Okay, so there's some of the obstacles in the past. Anything else that stopped you or been an excuse, I suppose, why you haven't done it? Because most of them are excuses, really, aren't they? You can blame Leon, but really it's your hand that puts the food in your mouth, right? You know?
Yes. No, there's no really energy.
Okay.
Being determined.
So there's nothing that's going to stop you this time. What's going to make this time different?
I guess it's my career now.
Okay. So it's a whole new world for you. It's your career. It's not just your body.
It's my new life.
You're not one of those failing type of people?
No.
So you're really serious this time? Out of 1 to 100 serious, what percent serious?
100. 99.9999. 100.
99.999. So 100%. Fantastic. So I'm working with 100%er.
Yeah.
I like that. You know, I've got a little secret for you because I only like to work with 100%ers. There's no thing we go by here at the studio. You can achieve results and make excuses, you can't do both. No more excuses? No more blaming Leon?
No.
No more blaming lack of energy? No more blaming lack of motivation?
Push myself out of bed.
Yes. Yes. Now, I can't come around and get you out of bed because Leon may have a word about that. But I will be expecting you to show up. So I'm very excited because you're serious. And I'll be as serious as you are. If you're not very serious, I won't be serious.
Eloquent.
Means I won't train you.
Eloquent. Serious. Serious.
So I only want to get people to be serious. Fantastic. So barriers your wall. So if I designed a program that would get you into your shape of your life, be self-confident, full of self-esteem, sex in your body, in your bikinis, in the bedroom, Leon will not know what hit him. Men will want you, women want to be you. Would that be a program you want to get into it?
Yes. Will it get me down to 15% body fat?
Absolutely. Yeah, if you make it.
Yes.
Yeah, I can point the things you have to do. Now, I also looked here, you didn't have any significant injuries or anything like that. So you didn't like running because of your weak ankles, is that right?
Yeah.
Is there any history that caused you weak ankles or?
It just clicks out.
You tend to
If
fall over?
I run like maybe 20 meters, it just I can run through the pain.
Starts to hurt, does it?
Yeah.
And you don't like running anyway?
Not really. I've never really got into it though.
No? Well, you never know. Are you open to maybe exploring a little bit?
Yeah, we can explore it. If I hate it, I'll
A little bit, you know. I'm not a big believer of long distance running. I like quality over quantity. So maybe we can play with it. Because you never know. You never know. Okay, so there's many ways we can train you. We're going to work out the best way to train you. And the best way to train you is doing the things you're doing. So we're going to go into the studio, record the results room, and start to create results for you. And 101 ways to pluck it up. We have to find out the best way for you to explore that. Now you shared down here that we looked at some of these. Thank you for being so honest. Your energy levels, your health, your fitness, and how strong you are, they're all around 5 and below. So that's a lot of that is based in reality, and some of it's based on what you think about yourself. But we're going to work out, building those up. You've got to change these words from you feeling chubby and unhappy about yourself to feeling confident. And you said you have some shorts and G-string and bikinis. Do you have some clothes that you go, well, I'm going to get into them one day and I'm going to get you a great coat hanger for them?
I have clothes on to get into, but I don't think of. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to tighten up the bum for the short shorts.
Okay, so is it a favourite pair of shorts, a favourite pair of jeans, a favourite outfit that you want to, you know, wow, I can't wait to be in that shape, so I'm going to wear that outfit to that place?
Yes. Not really, I don't just go buy something
Okay, maybe you can target an outfit which, you know, that's going to be a part of your reward on your fireworks night. The outfit you're going to wear on fireworks on your 20th birthday. You look like you look not just a James Bond woman, but you will be a female version of James Bond. What do you reckon? A secret weapon.
Overall, though, I want to just feel good naked without anything on.
That's good.
That's the main.
Yes. Sure, Leon can't wait for that day. I'm sure he thinks you're quite special right now. I want to do a couple of checks. First of all, I just want to make sure, from a health point of view, your heart and vascular system is healthy.
Let's do it.
When's the last time you had a checkup? Over a year ago, never? Is there anything, no challenges? Anything okay there? Blood pressure's all good?
As far as I know.
Okay, good. We'll just check blood pressure today. We'll do a heart rate check. Check your pulse rate. And that gives us a guiding post of your fitness level. There are many ways that we can use to monitor your progress. You've already very exactly 50% body fat. Is doing a percent body fat the way you like to include that into your measurements?
Yeah, I'd like to include those.
And body measurements?
Well, yeah, and with body measurements, I'd like to have things like lose fat off them, but I wouldn't
So the best way to look at yourself is in the mirror.
Yeah.
However, if you have a low perception of yourself, you see things that are not exactly right. Like some guys, when I look in the mirror, they see abs, but there's no abs. Some women are really skinny, but they see the person's fat. So obviously the mirror is the most important thing. The outfit that you choose, that you fit into, will do percent body fat, if that's what you want. We'll do some basic measurements. Do you use weights at all? Do you like to use weights?
Yeah, I can use weight. I don't mind using it. I want to get it accurate.
Okay, so we'll look at a range of checks to give you good feedback to make sure you're heading in the right direction. Sound good? So how about we just do a blood pressure check? You know what blood pressure is?
Nope.
No? You heard about it, but you don't know what it is. So in your vascular system, in your arteries, you have this internal pressure, right? And it's like a balloon. When you blow up a balloon, you sort of know around about how much air should be in the balloon. So maybe on your 20th birthday, when you blow up a balloon, you go, that's about right. Anything less, that's not enough. Anything more, that's too much. So your vascular system's like that. So there seems to be optimal amount of pressure in the balloon of the vascular system, which is to harden all your blood vessels, that things flow easily without putting too much pressure or not enough pressure on the internal system. And that's what blood pressure measures. There's two parts of blood pressure, the top number and the bottom number. When your heart contracts, boom, it contracts, the blood is pushed through the vascular system, therefore your pressure is going to go up. When your heart relaxes, everything comes down, the still flows through, there's still pressure, that's the bottom number of the blood pressure. If the top number is too high, it means it's pushing too hard, means there's probably a blockage somewhere. So probably you'd know this from maybe grandparents or so, they always check their blood pressure. So we're just going to check that. I'm sure it's just dandy, but that's basically what it is. Just to make sure that you've got good circulation, good health in your vascular system. That's just an indicator.
Okay, cool.
This is the time I get to play a doctor. How good is that? You just take off your clothes, put them in the corner on top of mine, we can get stuff. No, I'm not that type of doctor. Okay. Sound good? Then you just slide forward to there. blood pressure is 120/80. But there's quite a range above and below.
Yeah.
So about 10 points above and below, which means it's within the normal range. You're completing that normal range, you're 122 over 90. Spot on. So your diastolic, your bottom one is slightly higher than normal, but it's still within the range. And the reason why it's slightly higher is because you're so excited to see me, I think. Okay, so that's all fine, which means your heart rate will probably be a bit higher, but you feel like you need to hold your hand. So if you bring your hand here, we just check your resting heart rate. So I'll just grab it. Resting heart rate is 60 beats per minute. So normal for an average person, but you're not average, you're extraordinary, remember? You're an extraordinary, strong, independent, sexy woman. I want you to say that every morning all the way. Have you ever done that before? No. Okay, so my homework for you is start with every morning, look in the mirror, look in the eyes. It's going to feel uncomfortable to start with. Look in the mirror and say, I'm an extraordinary, strong, independent, sexy woman. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it up a little card, and it's going to stick on your mirror. So even if it's going to be there every time when you walk out, and you think, I'm an extraordinary, strong, independent, sexy woman. Okay? You promise you can do that for me? Because what you think is what you've done. Yeah, so I can do all this work here for you, but you have to not sabotage it by your thoughts. So your heart rate 60. Normal heart rate for the average person is 70 to 90. Anything below that means you're probably getting 50. So 60 is quite healthy fit. So you're quite fit. A lead athlete will get down to someone really fit to be in the 50s, and a lead athlete will get down to the 40s. A super supreme athlete, like the Tour de France, Olympic marathon, is going to be down into the 30s. But to achieve your goal, you're going to find that your heart rate will be in the 50s. One of the things we have to do is to get you, even though you're fit now, if we make you a little bit fitter, the fitter you get, the more fat you burn. Fitter people burn fat faster. So that's one of the emphasis that emphasise your training. Heart rate gives us an indicator of that. Okay, so let's look at some measurements. You said you want to do a couple of measurements. Are there any particular measurements that are more important to you when it comes to body parts?
My biggest focus is toning my tummy down.
Okay, so your waist.
Yeah. And well, it's not really losing my bum, but toning it up.
Toning your bum, giving it a bit more shape. So waist, hips, anything else? Arms.
And chest. I want to increase my muscle in the chest.
Increase your muscle in the chest. Okay. Okay, fair enough. So you will find, however, if you do a measurement on the chest, if you keep losing body fat, your overall chest size is going to probably decrease. You can always lose more fat than put on muscle. Because muscle, if that's muscle, the same weight fat is twice the size. So doing a chest measurement is going to be hard to get a true indication. You're going to know by the definition in the chest, but a tape measure is not going to really say, hey, my chest is getting smaller. You could be getting smaller because you're losing fat not just off the chest but around the lats and the back, which bring our overall measurement down, but you could actually be putting on muscle. So we could just be aware that it's not going to be an accurate measure of what's happening in the chest. The most accurate measure is going to be what you look like. You see the definition there.
And I have this overhang over my bra here.
Right, okay. So we will do a chest measurement. That will give us a clue, but we'll take other factors into consideration. What else we got? Thigh, interesting thigh?
Yeah, we're going to have to put it up.
Yes, they're the ones we're going to focus on. Alright, okay, so what we'll do is take measurements. We're just going to do a couple of measurements. Now what's important is when we do this again, that we wear the same outfit. Because if you come back and you're wearing hardly any clothes, it's going to be smaller. If you come back and you're wearing a fur coat, it's going to be, I think that's exaggerated. So we'll just take note of the clothes you're wearing and the tights you're wearing. Because some tights pull tighter than others, and that will change the measurement. So just be aware of what clothes you're wearing at this time. So next time we measure, it's going to be accurate. Sound good? Okay, so you want to start with your chest measurement. So just arms out to the side, nice and high, arms down, and just breathe out.
You've done.
Arm. So what we're going to do is we're going to flex the arm. Otherwise, the position is the same. So 90 degrees flex.
That's 160.
Again, we're going to use the same shirt when you wear this.
Is that even going to go
Deal with a short sleeve shirt. And the other side. This way. The waist. Or is it just using that? And around the hips, turn side on.
So these on, yeah, just so. Yeah. Bit harder. That's it. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
We do the thigh from side on. Just turn side on. Right here.
Right, jump in.
I can't use anything with her knees.
The other one.
She can't.
No.
Okay, so we're going to do these on a probably every. How often would you like to get this done? 2 weeks. I was going to say every 2 to 3 weeks. Because in 2 weeks you're going to get some changes. If you're not getting changes, then we're going to change it up a bit. Okay? So we'll do these measurements every 2 weeks. Not very long. The other measurement you want to do is percent body fat.
I'm gonna die.
So let's do a foresight test. The first one is just on your bicep here.
All the extra weight that you
We're
bought.
doing it through the jumper, but this is so thin it's not going to make any difference.
I'm still probably sore from the day that we did this.
Hold your core strong. Yep. Down. Push. Good.
On the back of the arm, just face that way. There we go. Just going to turn the back here. One on the back. Shoulders back. Just relax there. Just take a
Three more. You got it.
and we'll just stop hip bone here. Just this way.
Last one. All use it. Go. One more.
Okay. Let's have a seat. Sit for you.
No more. Just stretch out.
How's that feel? Okay, so let's add these up.
Same thing.
Good news is overall your percent body fat per hour without even calculating it is going to be well within the healthy range. So you want it to be within the athletic range. Because what you're aiming for is 15% body fat, which is slightly below normal average healthy. It's getting down to more elite athlete level. Really sexy level.
Yes.
You know, you can be cute and cuddly, but you can just be toned and terrific.
Yeah.
I'll hold that.
Yes. You, at the moment you're cute and cuddly, you're on your toned and terrific. I like that. Okay, so let's add these up, and then I can look at the numbers. Okay, so what's important is the sum of these numbers. Some of these numbers, if they're going up, that means you're going away from your goal, and if they're coming down, you're going towards your goal. That's why it's important that you wear the same clothing and the same outfit so I can get some accurate measurements. But all said and done, you're going to know whether you're heading towards your goal. When you're having a shower and you're rubbing your hands over your body, you know whether it's going in the right direction. Wouldn't you agree? You get there and go, oh, that's lumpy. That's hard and lumpy versus soft and lumpy. So your sum of skin folds is 48, and what that means from a percent body fat point of view, which is just another number, understand your happiness and self-confidence should not be attached to these numbers. It should be attached to what you think about yourself.
Okay.
your percent body fat is healthy is 18 to 25%. You're exactly on 25%. So within the range of healthy. But you want to be incredibly healthy, incredibly tone and terrific, which is 50% body fat. So the good news with this is what I would do is I would calculate from your body weight, and we measured your body weight before, 57 kilograms. We can now break that up into fat weight and lean body mass. So we can see whether your fat's going up and down or whether your muscle's going up and down. Because sometimes your weight may not change, but you may have lost a kilo of fat and a kilo of muscle, but your body shape has changed. These numbers will actually tell us what's happening. So for example, 57 kilograms, your fat mass, and understanding you have to carry some fat for health, is 14.5 kilograms. Now, our goal is not to lose 14.5 kilograms, because if you lose that, you have 0% body fat and you'll be dead. Right, so we're going to lose a bit of that. Therefore, your lean body mass, which is your muscle, bones, organs, and fluid, is 42.5 kilograms. So if that number goes up, the only way to increase that is through muscle, not because your organs get bigger or you measure your organ, it's because of muscle. So when we come back and re-measure that, we can determine whether you're putting on muscle and losing fat or vice versa, or a combination of those two. Is that exciting? So that's going to give you a more specific picture of what's happening. But most of what's what you look in the mirror naked in front of Leon, right? And how much he salivates. I'll give an example of a target weight. Based on your muscle composition now, what weight you would be at 15% body fat. So I can work that out for you. You want to know what that is? Well, I'll work it out. Because we know your lean body mass, that's 42.5. Your target body fat is 15% body fat. So we just divide 42.5 by 1 minus your percent body fat, which is 0.85. So if we divide that by 0.85, your target body fat would be, or your weight would be 50 kilograms. Wow. So if you get down to 50 kilograms and maintain the muscle you've got now, you'll be 50 kilograms at 15% body fat. So that's a loss of 7 kilograms. Now that's quite significant. You understand 15% body fat is very low for a lady. So my suggestion for now is to aim initially for 20%. And then you aim for, it's a two-step approach. Now sometimes, rather than look at the top of the mountain, just aim for the steps that lead you up the mountain. So we've got, say, 3 months. Let me use this as an example. 42.5, if you're looking at 20% body fat, your body weight will be 42.5. If you aim for 53 kilograms, there's your first target. That gives you 20% body fat. So if we aim for, say, a loss of 4 kilo in the next couple of months, 2 months, we'll break it up, then that's a closer goal, and that will give you energy to go to the next month, which is down to an extra loss of 3 kilos. So if you say 4 kilograms in 8 weeks, that's only half a kilogram of weight loss per week. So that's very, very achievable, half a kilogram of fat per week. So when you say you've got 3 months, that's a very achievable amount. You excited by that? So rather than say, hey, let's aim for there, let's aim for this one, which is going to be an achievement in itself. If you really want to knock it down in the next month, you'll be aiming for 50, next month is 55. So within 1 month will be 55, 2 months will be down to 53, and 3 months will be certainly in striking zone to get down to 50. So really when we do those re-measures every second week, we have to lose 1 kilogram every 2 weeks. And you're going to maintain the muscle because you'll be doing some good strength work. So that's this, there's no saying inch by inch, life's a cinch. Yard by yard, it's very hard. Some people try to eat the elephant in one bite, and I just like to gnaw at it, doing what you love. And that way you're going to guarantee you feed off those little goals that head you towards those big goals. Cool. Does that make it look a lot easier to achieve now? Sometimes you think, oh, 15% body fat, it's so big, it's so hard, therefore you never get started. But if you just break it down a little bit, you go, hey, yeah, that's a big goal, but these little ones, if I achieve them, that's going to achieve the big one. Very cool. Now, with you doing the training, what Leon feeds you is going to have a significant part in what you feed yourself. So, from a nutritional point of view, you know, how much help do you need with your diet?
I do eat reasonably healthy.
Okay. So tell me, what was a normal eating day for you? Give me an example. Bowl of cereal, yeah. What type of cereal?
Cheerios, sometimes bran.
Okay, so Cocoa Pops, like that. Yep.
Lunchtime. Maybe like leftover dinner from last night, but like
Very generous.
for dinner, some possibly a salad.
Okay, so overall you're eating quite a diet which is mixed with lots of good stuff in there. So tell me, we looked at what your goal is. You just shared with me what you eat. Why do you eat those foods? What determines your choice of food? What's the why?
I guess I don't really cook for myself, so that's what other people do.
Okay. And why do you eat? Because you're hungry? Because it's habits? Is it because you're emotional? What are some of the reasons why you eat?
I'm hungry, or because it's my break.
It's your break? You just eat because there's a break there?
Fill up your tummy.
Fill up your tummy?
I think I'm putting energy in. I'm tired.
So what's your view of food? Do you see food as a source of energy, or do you see the source of enjoyment, a source of comfort?
Source of energy mostly.
Okay.
But yeah, sometimes comfort when I go for chocolate.
Go for chocolate?
If I'm feeling quite down.
So normally when you're feeling down, you tend to eat chocolate or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I feel like chocolate right now.
What's that?
I feel like chocolate right now.
Yeah, we're talking about it. I love. I regularly raid my wife's chocolate box. I'm not a chocolate eater, but I am when it's there. Okay, so you eat because of energy, and sometimes you eat because it's emotional, because it's soothing or something like that, or you feel a bit down.
Sometimes I have porridge in the morning, and I always have like maybe two pieces of fruit a day.
Yeah.
In one of those breaks.
That's good. So you've got some good health habits. How do you feel? You know, well, before we get to where do you eat? Do you eat on the run? Do you eat at the table? Is it a set eating thing? What do you tend to eat?
When I was working, I think my breaks. Now I'm on the lunch breaks.
So it's basically mixed up on day to day. It's not really a set schedule. And when you have breaks, or
We just food in
food in front of you? Put food in front of you now with you?
Yeah.
Really? Okay. So you're an opportunity eater. Would that be correct?
Yes.
You must have a very busy mixed up life, right? Mixed up means it's lots of variety.
I try everything. Yes.
And when you eat, how do you feel? Do you feel energized? Do you feel guilty? Do you feel good? That's
Sometimes
good.
I feel guilty afterwards. I feel quite heavy, like if I had like maybe pasta after I've eaten it, I'll feel like heavy rather than eating later. So then you still feel quite light after you eat it.
Is that because of the pasta, or you eat too much pasta?
I think I eat too much. If I had a small proportion.
You wouldn't feel that way?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So sometimes if you eat too much, you feel a bit bloated and you feel a bit guilty. And what do you think to yourself when that happens?
Oh no, I'm not doing this anymore. Yes.
Okay.
Eating.
So you have a negative reaction
I ate
to it?
it.
Okay, fair enough. That's important to know that, because it's like we talked about exercise and self-image. It's like it's emotional. Yeah, it's good. It's good water. It's a fountain. So it's what's important is that you have a healthy approach to eating, and a part of that healthy approach is to have good emotions attached to it.
I had a piece of cake yesterday, and after I ate it, I felt bad. So I should
Okay.
maybe probably because I knew I wouldn't go to the gym.
What time would you eat the cake that you'd feel okay with it?
I ate it at lunch. I ate it about 3 o'clock.
So you felt bad that time. What would you change to make you feel good about it?
I would have eaten it before I went to the gym.
So if you ate it, then burnt it off? Or what if you had a very busy day and had a bit of cake? How do you feel about that?
I feel even worse when I'm going to bed with like cake in my hand.
Okay.
I feel all the worse the later into the day.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you for being honest about that. It's really important. see, my goal with you and with everybody is to be able to have your cake and enjoy it no matter what time of the day. Because essentially, if you look at a cake, it's, you may say it's 200 calories. Well, in the big scope of things, it's not really much, is it? But if you feel guilty about it, what happens to the rest of your day?
I feel like crap.
Is that a good feeling? No. But if you actually put it into perspective, it's only 200 calories, whether 200 calories from 2 apples or a piece of cake. If everything else is sorted, it's not going to make a big difference. But we're going to address that. There's no time to go through that now.
If I go to the gym though, I feel bad.
Okay, so you try to counteract that negativity with a positive action.
Going to the gym.
Okay, that's okay. That's your tool to how to handle it now. And that's something we're going to explore together. You know, look at, I don't want you feeling that every time you have a cake you have to go to the gym.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? See, that's an emotional sabotage, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And a lot of people like that, particularly women who love their cake, and they feel emotional about it. So we're going to journey through that path and make sure that endeavour to make sure that you can achieve your goals while having your cake and enjoying it and not feeling negative feelings towards it, towards anything. Because you're an extraordinary, strong, independent, sexy woman. Yeah, there we go, you know. Okay, so when you don't eat, how do you feel?
I don't feel as good. I don't feel like I've got energy.
Okay.
I feel like I've got something missing inside. Like
Okay, so if you go through a day without eating, you feel you need some food. That's good.
I feel skinny though. But like painful skinny.
Painful skinny. Very clever woman. Because some ladies think that's a good thing. If they miss a meal, they feel good about it because it makes them feel skinny. It doesn't make them fat and be skinny though. Okay, that's good. You're certainly in tune with your body. Okay, so if you look at what you're doing now, if you keep doing what you're doing now, are you going to achieve? You're going to keep eating the way you're eating now. You're going to achieve your dream body.
With exercise, possibly, because I don't feel like I eat that bad.
So at the moment, do you feel that you're losing the weight to achieve that goal right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I just need a little bit of help just to correct some things I'm not sure about eating.
Okay.
This is in moderation though.
So you feel overall your nutrition's good.
I think so, isn't it?
You're on the right path, but you want me to make sure you get there.
Yeah. I could cut out a meal a day, like I've stopped having something like cereal before I go to bed, just no need to have that because I'm already full for dinner.
Why do you have the cereal?
I have it from another child, I have cereal before I went to bed.
So it's not because you're hungry, it's because you just have it. That's very blokey. Yeah, blokes do that, they tend to get in habits. Okay, so you find that you're doing some habitual things that you've always done that you feel that you can probably remove when you think about it.
I've stopped having sugar in my tea.
Yeah.
I used to have 2 sugars in my tea and now I have 1. And since this week I've stopped having more sugar.
And did you miss your sugar?
No.
There you go.
I don't have the craving anymore.
Reconditioning your taste buds.
I used to, if I was hungry, I would indulge in a bag of like Doritos.
Yeah.
And every now and again I get the hot for them, but not that much.
Yeah.
And I just don't want them anymore. I'd rather an apple.
Rather than apple. As long as you don't feel guilty about not having the other. If you don't feel guilty, then you're on the right path. However, if you do want to have those other things, then it's important to put them into your life in a way that's not going to sabotage your overall success. When you look at your eating, what do you want? What do you expect from me to help you with your eating?
There's a few things I'm not sure would be good at them. Like potatoes.
Yep.
So whenever I do potatoes, I think like what I'll do.
Yep. So it's more information.
How much I should have of each, what I can do with each.
Okay.
So like a good level.
Great. We'll look at that in detail. So on a week-to-week basis, we'll capture all those questions that you have.
One thing I do struggle with is finding healthy, exciting meals, like a salad. If I look at it, just don't want it.
It's funny how people attach salad to weight loss. Do you like salad?
I do, but I get bored.
If you could eat other things and substitute away, what would you eat?
Chicken, fish.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess I used to make like chicken.
Yeah, so just say you go to the corner shop rather than after it, you walk to it. Now don't commit to it if you don't want to do that, but that's just a suggestion that someone might like to do. 500 metres. Okay, so we call it the 500 metre rule, which means you have to park 500 metres away from the supermarket. So when you go to the supermarket, it's a massive big shop, all the car parks. Instead of going close, you park at the back and you walk. Is that a deal? You happy with that?
Deal.
So we will call it the 500 metre rule. So if you spend 500 metres, you have to walk it, not drive it. And if you're driving to it, you have to park 500 metres away from the restaurant, away from the shopping centre. Then it's 1,000 metres if it's cold. Because you know the best way to warm up is to walk. Yes. Okay, so there's some good goals there. Now I want to look at some lifestyle missions, things that add quality to your life. We've already agreed to one. I'm going to give you a little card that sticks on your mirror, which is you have to read your affirmation. I am a extraordinary, strong, independent, sexy woman. I'm going to do that up and I'm going to put that on your mirror. So you have to read your card 10 times every morning in the mirror while you're getting changed. 10 times. That would take you about no more than 2 minutes. Because the beautiful thing with that is after a while you're actually going to believe it. And when you believe it, guess what? You become it. You become what you believe. So there's your card. You're going to read that every morning. It's your affirmation. And we're going to go a bit more in detail with your goals. And I'm going to get a list of your goals that you share with me. And we're going to put them on a card and you're going to read the goals out. You're going to say them every day. So I want you to write down your 5 main goals for your health and fitness. And maybe one for health and fitness, one for your career, one for relationships, and maybe one for finances. Does that make sense? So what I want you to do between now is your mission is to come up with 4 goals. One for your health and body, one for your relationship, one for your career, and one for your financial. And when you come back next strong, you're going to have that, and then you're going to read those 4 goals out with the I'm a extraordinary, strong, independent, sexy woman. And you do have my authority to change any of those words. So if you find another word that you like, secure. See there, you're into it. So I want you to come up with a little information of who you are and your 4 top goals. That's your life mission. So that's going to work on here. So if this is right, guess what happens here? But if this is not right, this will sabotage. And you know, you're very smart. You know what's going on. You just got to do a bit of work up here. So that's your life missions. Now, anything else you want to add to your lifestyle mission? Is there a special thing you want to do with Leon, or a special thing that you want to do that's confident with himself?
I don't have to pin it a lot on my partner and want to be more independent.
Okay. So what would you do to help you encourage that? Now do something by yourself. You becoming a career as a fitness professional is one of them, because that's to stand by yourself. What else would help you feel that way?
I don't know, some kind of social
Value?
Yeah.
Okay, your mission is to find out why. I use an example. One of my things I do in my own time, which is just for me, is I do my taekwondo, which is that's me. My wife's not involved in it. She supports it, but that's just me. You know what I mean? Sometimes in relationships, you lose each other in the relationship, where you stop doing things for you anymore. So what I want you to do is to find something which you do. Now you got your dancing, which is great, and that's your thing, right? Your career.
I like actually.
Okay, so your mission is to find. There you go. Find a drama class. And if you really want to impress me, next week you'd have already gone to me and said, hey man, guess where I went? I went to drama class. And I'll still be impressed if you came back and you researched it and you got a drama class to go to. So you'd be a drama dancing, extraordinary secure. Fantastic. So find a drama class, read out your affirmations we've already shared with you, come up with those 4 main goals, which is your life missions. You've got your dancing, your bike ride, improving your incidental activity, taking stairs, your 4 PT sessions with me. Wow, what a great week that's going to be. Hey, when you do all that, how do you think you're going to feel at the end of the week?
Fantastic.
I reckon so. I reckon you're going to feel that extraordinary, secure, independent, strong, sexy woman. Fantastic. Okay, so you're going to take that, you're going to put that in your fridge, I'll give you a magnet, and you can fill that out. You can put it where Leon can see it, or you can keep it private, that's up to you. Awesome stuff. So we've got that. The other thing I'm going to give you is a journal. Right? I've got this journal here for you, and this is basically a recording of your daily activity. So you've got this as an overall, but this is every day. You write down your goals, you write down what you achieved, you write down what you did, and you can use it as a life journal as well. And that way you can look back at it and reflect in the week and say, how could I change the previous week and how can I improve the next week? And we can go through it together briefly on a week-to-week basis to see what you've done. This is an overall view of the week, and the journal is a day-to-day recording of your week. Sometimes it's good to record. Now you may sometimes record how you feel. You don't exactly record what you do, but you sometimes record how you feel. Then you can see the things that make you feel better and avoid the things that make you feel not so good. Sound good? So I'll give that to you to take away. You fill that out on a day-to-day basis. It's very private, it's yours. You can share it with me if you wish, but if you choose not to, I'm okay with that. But this is yours, no one gets in there. This is your inner thoughts and your actions. But I will be holding you accountable to these in our training session. Very excited. I don't know about you, but I'm excited. Out of 1 to 100, out of excitement? 100. Fantastic. So we've got everything ready to rock and roll. So all we want you to do now is to put a little session together, and we'll get into the engine room, called the Results Centre, and start to get some results for you. Okay, so from a training point of view, what are some of the things that you love and some of the things that you hate?
I love squats.
You love squats? You're squatting there? Good, strong legs?
I don't really like push-ups, but I know they're good.
Okay, we can work on that. So you like?
I'm good at them, that's why. I do like 10 minutes.
So you like squats? You like? How about big chest exercise? What do you like about that? Chest press?
Yeah, I like chest press.
Back? How about back? We'll work on that. What are the things that you really don't enjoy? Yeah, some people don't enjoy bike riding. Some people, you said you don't like running. But we'll use running as a little tool as a punishment.
Like just sitting on those, just like that.
Getting bored. So if we have a way to make it exciting, would you be open to that? Okay. So anything in here that you hate doing? Any particular exercise I need to be aware of that you had a bad experience with? Chin up? Would you like to be able to do it?
I'm so strong enough.
Not yet. Remember, I'm not strong enough? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to work together, put a program together, one that you enjoy, that challenges you, that's going to give you the results. How about boxing? Boxing? Your boyfriend's a boxer?
Yeah, I want to get boxing.
We'd like to go to boxing back?
I'm actually going to a boxing class tonight.
Really? Where's that at?
Rounds back.
Very exciting. Is you doing that with Leon or just you?
Yeah, no, with Leon.
Oh, so that could be one of those things you do together.
Yeah.
That's cool. He would be very excited that his woman's boxing with him.
Yeah.
If you look at my woman, not only is she incredibly good looking, she can hit hard too.
Yeah, I want to hit hard. I need to learn how to hit hard through the foot.
Yeah, push with the foot. Isn't that the tip from Leon? As a boxer.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So if we incorporate some boxing into your program, that we enjoy that, we can do that. Make you not just lethally looking, but lethally effective.
Yeah, sounds
Okay.
good.
You ready to go?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Let's hit it.
Let's do it.